charging up for our next adventure. This will be a multi-part series as we show our travels from Florida to Wisconsin and back, with many stops along the way. We planned our stays carefully and managed to do the trip with a 50-50 split on Superchargers and free destination charging. We will feature all of these stops in this series. This video will focus on our travels to northern Georgia and the destination charger that we had at a cabin there. We just left a little bit ago for our big summer road trip. We are heading from Jacksonville, Florida, all the way up through Blue Ridge, St. Louis, Wisconsin, and then we're going to cut back through Indianapolis, Bryson City, and Chattanooga on the way back. So we have quite a bit of driving. We just got on the road a little after 7, and we actually did the first leg of this trip a couple years ago. It was our first big road trip, and it was in our Model 3, so we're kind of interested to see how we do things differently. We think we can actually go further than we did last time. Last time we stopped in Valdosta. We're trying to make it to Ashburn, which we have actually done once before, going to Atlanta. So we should hopefully make it. Looks like we're supposed to get there with 14% charge, so hopefully the next time we see you, we'll be in Ashburn.
And we just arrived at our first stop of the day, which is in Ashburn, on our way up to Blue Ridge. Tesla routing actually initially wanted to take us to Tifton, which is a 150 kilowatt charger. However, this one was a 250 kilowatt, and we knew we could make it. And let's see how we're doing here. We're ramping up.
Another supercharging tip is to maximize your fastest charge rate. The car charges the fastest at a low state of charge, so ideally you start at a low state of charge and leave before the battery is full. The charge rate ramps up fast, as you can see here, and will taper off as the car charges. This is how we kept our time down at the superchargers.
And we're just wrapping up our charge here in Ashburn. Again, it was a pretty quick stop, probably only about 5 or 6 minutes. And we're on our way to Buc-ee's. That's a favorite family stop, which works out well for us.
We ran into an issue with full self-driving in Georgia. Full self-driving kept reading the minimum speed as the speed limit and adjusting the speed down. This would definitely be unnerving to someone who isn't as comfortable with full self-driving as Zach is, because it caused the car to brake every time it passed the sign. Zach countered the issue by immediately swiping up on the scroll wheel when we passed the signs, but it's definitely an issue that needs to be addressed. Most likely, it will be resolved in a future update.
And we're wrapping up our charging session here at Buc-ee's. It is very busy here, but they are pretty efficient considering all the people that are here.
Heading to our third supercharger of the day. We stopped very briefly in Ashburn for 5 minutes. We did make it there, or around 5 minutes, and then we headed to Buc-ee's in Fort Valley. We were trying to get there because that's usually the best stop for taking kids out of the car and getting a snack and using the bathrooms, but it was really crazy busy, which is the second time we've seen it like that, so I don't know if that one is just always that busy, because there's really not too many places to stop in that area. Our Daytona one is usually not quite so busy, but we still got through it pretty quickly, and now we are headed to our third stop. We're going to stop in Woodstock for a quick charge.
And we're at our final Supercharger stop of the day in Woodstock, Georgia. It's one of the northernmost ones before you get into the Blue Ridge Mountains. So it's at a mall here, nice little area. We've actually been here before, 2 years ago on our trip. Final stop, and then we're on our way to our cabin.
7 hours driving on the highway, far away, far away, far away. Every moment I was spending on regrets was such a waste, such a waste, such a waste. Looking on the city lights.
Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up your eyes. Take me home, take me to the sky. I got a good feeling. Tell me the only thing you are is mine now. Na, 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 na. I got a good feeling. Na, 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 na. I got a good feeling. Good feeling. You wanna know is how to hold on to it every moment. Dive into it like my love is an ocean. It's overflowing. I swear it's golden. So good that I'm rolling. Baby, you make me crazy. I'm seeing roses. Baby, just maybe you save me. Oh, take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up your eyes. Take me home, take me to the sky. I got a good feeling. Tell me the only thing you are is mine. Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up your eyes. Take me home, take me to the sky. I got a good feeling. Tell me the only thing you are is mine.
Got lucky overnight. Jackpot when I got the invite. Let me wrap my arms around you, cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you, you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up the dice, so heavy. The way that you roll, I'm falling. So I never fall, I'm ready to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing, wishing. You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes. Colors fade, but I'm thinking we stay just for a little while. Let's lose track of time. Darling, stay for a little longer while I hold your time. We'll wait, so just rest your head upon my shoulder. Nothing in our head is colder, but the day's not over yet. Summer nights, watch them go by.
On this first leg of our trip, we drove 580 miles. We were able to add 835 miles thanks to destination charging. The extra miles were due to charging to 100% before leaving Blue Ridge to continue on to our next stop on the way to St. Louis. Most people question how we can road trip in a Tesla because they believe it must take us hours to charge. But as you can see here, we only spent 45 minutes total charging across the whole weekend and actually went on to drive over another 200 miles to our first supercharging stop after Blue Ridge. Charging time was the main difference we encountered between our first trip to Blue Ridge 2 years ago in our Model 3 versus this year in our Model Y. Experience in EV road tripping, availability of destination charging, as well as a larger charging network led us to having much more efficient charging. For instance, when we stopped at Woodstock on our first road trip, we charged nearly all the way to a full charge because we were uncertain if we would be able to even access a plug for trickle charging. We stayed on the charger for 38 minutes versus only 13 minutes this time. This road trip, we charged for 45 minutes, and the last road trip, we charged for 1 hour and 38 minutes to go the same distance. Both trips were 3 stops, but the charging network improved enough that we didn't have to detour from our route as much, and destination charging meant that we didn't have to charge to a full charge, which greatly slows the charge rate down. We will delve more into these differences in a future video. So hit that subscribe button so you can follow along.
I've been contemplating all my time.